wild to think. They're just quiet right now. They're just setting their quiet until they turn the throttle and it goes.
It's not a matter of how you get to that checkered flag. It's just getting there, right?
Oh, yeah.
They were 9th and 10th in race number 1. We'll see how they do here in race number 2 as we're ready to drop the gate. Carpe, turn number 1. Who's going to get there first? It's not going to be Tomac. It's Cooper on the 32 right to the front of the field. And then it's Roczen and Tomac bar to bar.
And some of the riders on the inside of the first turn were so far inside they went over the berm right there at the bottom of your screen. That was wild.
Yeah, kicking dirt right up into our laps. Here's Roczen trying to push the pressure on Cooper, but he got a little loose in that corner, and he's going to have to follow him through this rhythm lane. Meanwhile, look at Anderson putting the heat on the backside of Tomac. Boy, Jason Anderson has come alive here tonight.
This is what we wanted to see. The Tomac-Roczen battlery, the rivalry that's been around for a decade and a half. But it's Justin Cooper who was the fastest in Super Pole, picked it up late in race 1. Jeff, can he continue that momentum into this one? Because he had some slow laps early, but this is a great start to race 2.
You see Cooper jumping through the whoops and Roczen taking more of the traditional hitting every one line through there. Here he comes, Jason looking to the inside. Cooper can sense he's there. Roczen is about a bike length behind. Now he's right up alongside of him.
Watch him go inside. He's going to cut under.
He's going to cut back.
Oh,
he tries.
Not enough.
Cooper gets a great drive out of the corner, and the 32 hangs on to the lead. But guess who's coming along for the ride? That number 1 Red Bull KTM at Tomac. Closing in on the backside of Roczen. It's going to be a 3-rider fight for the lead here.
Here we go. Roczen's got the inside. He's going to triple in there and block out.
Roczen goes high. No, it's going to be Cooper on the high side. Roczen to the inside. Still not going to put Cooper away.
Nice job, Justin Cooper. He actually
gets a foot off the peg, though.
And he tripled in, staying low, but it's
inside.
over.
New leader here in Vancouver. It's Ken Roczen out front of the 94. He was perfect in Argentina, trying to get a win here in Canada.
And look at the flow that the number 1, the reigning champ, Eli Tomac, he is right there on the back tire. Cooper looks over his shoulder, sees him there.
The heat is on for Cooper. Roczen already pulling away. Tomac wants to get up there and fight with that Suzuki. He's got to dispose of the 32 first, and he does so right there.
Wow.
All right, here we go. Here it is.
Now, how fast can Tomac reel in Roczen? We're halfway through race number 2. We want to see this battle for the lead heat up. Tomac is charging now.
And I feel like Ken Roczen has some interesting lines on the track.
Anderson,
another triple.
Still in 4th, trying to catch up to the backside of Cooper here, see if he can put a fight on for 3rd. Tomac almost in the exact same line as Roczen through the whoops that time.
Well, and Daniel, what I want to see this next time around the finish line, they got one more turn. I want to take a look at those lap times. It was 55 flat for Roczen last time around, but I think they're going to have to dial it up.
Oh, they did.
54.1, that was almost a second faster. Tomac a 53.9.
Yeah, they know. They both know they've got to go faster than they've gone all night. And here's what's going to be interesting. Tomac passed Anderson in race 1, so he's made one real move on the track. Roczen came from way back. He's got multiple passing options that he's used, but now he gets to play defense and see if Eli can make a move on a guy going his speed. This is going to be a massive 3 or 4 laps right here. Both guys know how important it is. Justin Cooper sitting there in the shadows watching back, but Titan on Titan here in race number 2.
Setting up what could be a wild 2026 for these two as they fight for a world championship again. They went bar to bar for the title last year. The 2-time world champion Roczen had to hand the number 1 plate over to Tomac. And Roczen would like to make a statement here tonight in Canada.
Both riders pretty much the exact same lap time, 54.4. Just mirroring each other, and they find that they're at the limit right there. Look at that line that Tomac was doing, tripling out of the turn. And he'd have caught up a little bit.
Yeah, he did, Jeff. He definitely did. The gap between Roczen and Tomac, 1.134. Oh, Roczen getting into that tough block a little bit there.
Different rhythm there, too. Eli got that triple after the little double out of the corner, so different rhythms. What I like, though, is that they are both pushing so hard.
Oh, man, you can see Tomac get loose. The other thing I've noticed here, guys, and Tomac again getting wide in that corner there. He hits another one of the tough blocks. Tomac's bike looks a little bit more settled in this race than it did in race number 1, and you know he's pushing just as hard. It just goes to show they continue to work on that bike.
And guys, Ken Roczen, Pipes Motorsports Suzuki, just at the fastest lap of the race, a 53.8. He was 0.4 of a second quicker than Tomac. Now Tomac's closed it right back up a little bit, but that tells me that Roczen is really comfortable on that progressive Suzuki right now.
And we're about a lap and a half away from the checkered flag here. Can Roczen hang on, or can Tomac reel him in?
Well,
Suzuki versus KTM here.
Roczen's been in this position so many times. Both these veterans.
Oh man, look at the back end of Tomac's bike moving through there.
They're both all over the place. I mean, I want to see the face of those whoops right now, because you know it's just a minefield out there right now that the riders are having to deal with.
Two of the best riders ever in the history of Supercross showing what they're made of here tonight at BC Places. We're on the final lap. Tomac comes back down to earth and will grab a handful of throttle and try to chase down Roczen again.
And Tomac missed that rhythm section before the finish line.
That cost him big time.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the gap here now between Roczen and Tomac. Kenny very comfortable out front on that PMG Suzuki. The big test here between these two as they set sail for a world championship again. Roczen hunting for his third. Tomac trying to get his second.
Well, and this will be the hardest that Tomac's had to push on this new machine. He's really challenged.
And the other thing is, as you think about the overall battle for the win in the GP here tonight, Roczen finished second to Tomac in race 1. Now they're flipping it back. They're going to be dead even going into the third and final race of the night. It isn't that going to be fun to watch. Checkered flag, and they light the candles with Ken Roczen here in race number 2 for SX1 at the Canadian GP. Boy, the storyline gets even more intense here in SX1.
And I'll tell you what, Eli Tomac and his team, this is going to be their first big test, guys. That bike was not working great in the whoops. He was skipping left, skipping right. I'll bet you they're going right back right now. They're going to review. This is their first chance to have their communication tested, because that bike's going to have to be a little bit better in the whoops. That's where his mistakes came late.
And I got to correct myself. I was so excited over the fact that these guys finished 1-2. It's actually Anderson that finished second in race number 1. So help me do a little.
So going into the final,
separated by 1.
Yeah, Tomac's got a point advantage over Ken Roczen.